Hi, everyone. Welcome to Systems Analysis and Design, the online edition. My goodness, what is this class about? Analysis of systems and designing them? Yes, you're right. Full points. Let's see here. Here's the coder. See if I can draw today. And let's see here. Here is the systems analyst and designer. Ta-da! You will not be coding in this class. Holy moly. Yep. You're going up a level. If this is the programmer, let's not call him a coder. Programmer. You are going to be gathering information for a project and going through a series of phases to figure out whether the project is viable to continue on at each step of the way. You usually do a Leonardo thumbnail estimate of whether a particular project is worthwhile for a company, for your client, for your own in-house business. And then you, when you get approval for that, you go and prove things out among the other departments, which means you have to talk to people and provide documentation. In fact, the deliverable is typically over 4 phases, the fourth one being turning the website or program on. But we start with phase 1, and that's just finding out what is the problem that people are complaining about and what is the solution they think they want. We need to suspect that they may not necessarily know exactly how to do that, even though they may say they want a website. But we need to find out what the problem is. So now you have to become a little bit of like, Sherlock Holmes, okay? So yeah, the programmers down here, you'll be providing documentation at the end for his department or her department to program. You've got IT, who'll be buying the servers, if that's how it goes. Hello, department. I should put programmers because you'll have a whole department. And it's not unusual that IT, meaning the actual hardware or servers or infrastructure, this might be pulled into one department called the IT department. And then you just can't see that too well, but you get the point. By the way, you have accounting. Oh my goodness. You've got marketing. Oh my goodness. What else do you have? You actually have, let's say, engineering. Let's say here in Springfield, you're doing the stainless steel products that they put out and go around the world with. What else? What other departments could there be? Yeah, you see where I'm going with this. And you've got to be able to discuss and document and chart, like charts as in flow charts and other charts, that information so everybody can see it, review it, and say, well, you missed something, have corrections. And so flow charts, if you've done flow charts, which hopefully by now you have, guys, that's the baby chart. Okay, that's the one for programmers. And of course, they use flow charts in other departments because it's easy to describe things, but there are a whole list of charts that you need to discover and be able to manage. Now, I have to tell you, I was looking for an eraser, but I guess I won't find one. Listen, I can't tell you how many people get a job out of this particular microphone. This particular class. Typically, there's at least 3 people that get a job from this class. They realize how close to graduation they are. They start to panic. Half of them start to panic. And the other half sees the finish line and sees the paycheck they want. And they understand that they're not going to know everything, but they need to talk the lingo. And this class lets you be able to talk the lingo of business. Remember that in programming, with a well-run program or project, you're doing 80 to 85% planning, because you don't want to drop hundreds of thousands of dollars off of some idea that your cubicle buddy came up with and blew your budget, and now you have no solution, you have no client, and you have no confidence of the guy who employed you. Okay? So what we're going to provide you in this class is confidence. And some of you who have already been in the workforce, you'll find some of this very familiar, regardless of whether you were in computer science or not. The rest of you may discover that a lot of this stuff is brand new. And that's okay. I can't tell you the number of texts and emails I've gotten from people who got a job after class and just after graduation, and they said, "Thank you so much for making me learn blah blah chart, because my first day at work, they said, 'Do you know how to do the blah blah chart?' And I went, 'Yes, I do.' And they went, 'Great.'" You see, you're right in the team. They're not having to treat you like a noob. You're talking the language. And this is not programming. This is a level up. This will inform you as a programmer when a project gets handed down to you from a systems analyst on what you should expect and what you should or should not be doing at any point of time, so you're not wasting your time and being able to go home on Friday afternoons early rather than stick around on Saturday afternoon to fix some silly bug that no one's ever going to use. So trust me, this class is going to make your world in IT, in tech, in computer science so much easier. Now, how the book is laid out is that you will get there's a virtual mailbox you'll be checking in with the textbook, and your virtual boss will be as if you were hired and sending you 3 emails per week, and you have to decipher what she's wanting and provide that. You'll get instructions as we go along, but you will be working in Word, you'll be working in Excel, you'll be working in project management software online, you'll be working with scheduling software online, you'll be working with charting, Miro, for most of you that did flowcharts in Miro. Be very familiar with that. There you go. There's a lot of stuff that comes together in this class, and if you stick with it and keep on top of the schedule, you'll find that it gets to be a rhythm and that you're getting to learn things gradually, and that you'll be ready for a job when you get out of here. Okay? I encourage you to put in at Indeed.com, put in systems analysis and designer, and see what pops up. Put in those pieces of software that you discover you're using during class and see what pops up and see how much that pay is. You'll be surprised. All right. Good luck on the course. Let's keep on top of contacting or communicating in Teams. Be sure to send me any questions about the course through Canvas inbox. So I get a lot of information, a lot of communication from students, and I want to see the course, the name, your name, and it all be associated with your account. All right? Don't forget about the debug points that are out there. If you find a mistake, let me know. We'll get some points as we go along. And there we go. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. If you have any questions, don't forget to let me know. Bye-bye.